We have all these researchers from different countries here brought together, sharing the same research facilities and also sharing powerful framework in IT that encourages them to work together. We do fundamental research on cognitive neuroimaging. We do this with about 150 brilliant scientists from about 20 countries around the world.
Prior to having a central computer infrastructure, people were doing analysis on their own computers. It was difficult to work together, and it was difficult to make efficient use of the expertise of the different researchers.
So one of the things we did not put the researchers that work together in the same room, but actually we spread them around the different offices in the building. So people have roommates that are not in the same group, and that encourages communication.
Well, I'm doing EEG research, and as you can see here, we use a cap with electrodes in it, and then we show people pictures with objects on it. The great thing is that it's all very new research because we're working on navigation in infants, and actually nothing is known in how, at what age infants start to find their way around and whether they use objects like landmarks to find their way around. Well, if we just had a desktop computer and this huge amount of data we get from the EEG, it would take a very long time to process, and even to read in one participant would already take days. But now we have this cluster, and we can process a lot of data in a short time, so it's very beneficial.
Here we are at the MRI lab, and this is actually the place where all this data comes from. And all this data has been processed by these many different scientists and need to be statistically analyzed. And for this analysis we need very powerful computational resources.
What we tried to achieve here mainly was to stick to simplicity and still create something which was flexible and scalable in the near future. The HPC solution we introduced here was based on Dell Precision workstations, which is not a trivial thing to do. But here we aimed to sort of integrate the workstation environment and the HPC solution in one, creating something which is easily comprehensive and usable for the end user.
When I was doing my PhD research myself, my supervisor told me that I shouldn't spend time on randomization statistics because the computers were just not up to the job. Now I'm supervising PhD students myself, and actually I'm very passionate about using the latest technology and using the computer power that we now have in order to address questions that we could not address 10 years ago. Being able to work with good quality computers without worrying about the stability of the computers, about the driver support, off-the-shelf components, that just makes it much easier for me.
Well, we choose for the Pro support because the Pro support ensures us to get the right people on the phone in case we have trouble with the system. But frankly speaking, we hardly encounter any problem with the system. I think this solution is extremely important for the Donders Institute. It really allows the researchers to do their research and data analysis in a very efficient way. It's actually, we really need an HPC solution to do that. And by combining this with the workstations, it's like a very simple and by that sort of brilliant solution. And I think there could be many other research groups that could implement a similar structure.